Auchi, headquarters of Etsako-West local government area, a fast-growing city located in the northeastern present-day Edo State, Nigeria, is believed to have been founded in the 14th century by a man called Auchi, who left a place called Udo some 30 kilometers northwest of Benin City. About 126 kilometers drive from the state capital, this ancient city is undoubtedly the second most populous and cosmopolitan city in the state and has maintained this status for more than 100 years. Geographically, Auchi is landscaped by hills with valleys and some flat plains. It is bordered by several villages and towns within the same council area, which include South Ibi, Aviele, Jetu Uzarwe, Ikpeshi, and Warake in Akoko-Edo and Onwa East local government areas, respectively, amongst others. A city with beautiful sceneries and conspicuous landmarks such as financial institutions, a federal polytechnic, and a host of monuments. The story of Auchi, which coincidentally is the headquarters of Edo North Senatorial District, cannot be complete without the mention of Auchi College, Auchi. Established in 1987 by the military governor of the then Bendel State, Colonel John Mark Inienger. This entire school environment originally served as a teachers' training college before it assumed its present nomenclature, Auchi College, Auchi, located along Warake Road in Usogu village. This second tier of education, upon inception, had Mr. A.E. Ogbeide as its first principal, but his tenure was short-lived due to his death in an auto crash, temporarily causing a little setback towards making the citadel of learning an institution to reckon with among equals. Dr. J.A. Egenege of blessed memory took over the headship of the school with the mandate of championing a course in the grooming and development of young male and female to becoming great leaders in the future.
All the years I've been in that school, there was no time did not record a higher percentage score in all the external examinations done in the school during the period. Teaching the students there were really quite accommodative and they respond to learning positively.
Teachers were there, qualified teachers were there, and the teaching to me was thorough. We had lesson plan, we had registers, we had and the teacher kept all these school records, and we were teaching. In fact, we were subject teachers. We had subject teachers who were teaching various subjects.
It was an interesting experience with my students. Some were very good, some were stubborn, but above all, I was always happy seeing them trying to become what God wanted them to become.
In line with this position, there have been several testaments from different quarters to the fact that the school lived up to its bidding, having produced great men and women of high repute in the society through quality teaching and learning.
The school is actually a joy and a pride of every single person who lived at that time, because every single person wants to be a student of Auchi College. So people were coming from not only within the Edo State, we were coming from Lagos, Kaduna, and some other places. And it was a school where one of our principals then would say, we are not the best, but we are trying to be the best.
Today I'm happy that most of them are now in place of authorities, doing well, moving along with their colleagues.
Today, Auchi College, Auchi, covering a large expanse of land, is now a shadow of itself, and yearning for attention towards restoring its past glory. A first-hand glance at the school will reveal that the entire surroundings is indeed in a sorry state, with thick bushes all over the place, an indication that staff and students may definitely be going through unbearable conditions.
When it rains, we don't have anywhere to stay. The staff room is flooded, the classrooms are leaking, so the students, generally, it's not an ideal teaching and learning environment.
When I look at the school now, I weep, because that was not what the school used to be. The pride of the school has gone into dust, that we don't even have classrooms. And sometimes when I look at the entire number of students from GSS1 to SS3, they are not even up to 3 arms put together when it was the school as it was then in the early 90s. So it makes me cry. No lab, no home economics lab. That makes me even remember a lot of things. We used to have a home economics lab where the teachers had to do baking and other things, sewing and other things. We can never talk about the Introtech lab where we learned how to nail, cut wood. These are all the things we did. All these machines were all there. And so we all taught skilled work in this very school. But now, none of those things exist. Even the beds that were even left in the hostels are all gone. Nothing in the school. No roof, no buildings. The last time I went there, I could only see standing structures without a roof, falling buildings, trees growing inside my own classroom. I can't tell, because it makes me emotional when I get to that school and I see the school.
This long administrative building, which is home to the school library, staff room, principal's office, and many more, is now in a rickety state, with some others already overgrown with weeds and grasses. Just as most of the ceilings have also been shattered, the assembly hall, originally designed to serve as a convergence point for students during special events, has been converted to SS3 classroom, even as it is not befitting for a modern-day classroom. These structures are completely dilapidated and abandoned, while the SS2 and 3 classrooms are without doors and windows, thereby making the edifice a haven for various kinds of creatures. There were obvious expressions of anguish and frustrations in the faces of these young ones, who are pained by the fact that the school facilities, including laboratories, are under constant vandalization by invaders due to lack of a perimeter fence in the school.
We feel really bad about the school because there are no chairs, no tables, the windows, we don't have windows, we don't have roof. Every day rainfall, we do run and gather in one place so that the rain will not fall on us. Most times we even do a lot of hard labor just to make sure that the school is not that bushing.
These buildings are already in shambles as they are no longer in use. White trees and thick bushes have also overtaken these blocks of classrooms. The multipurpose hall is obviously in bad shape and wasting away. The staff quarters are no longer serving the actual purpose for which they were erected, but now inhabited by external bodies, while these other structures in the school premises are seen lying fallow. The junior secondary section of the school also has its own share of this unpleasant narrative, as there were visible evidences that every bit of attention is needed to reclaim the institution's original status. An institution of learning that was once the delight of many, especially when it served as both day and boarding school. The current deplorable state of the male and female hostess is not a good story to tell. While this massive dining hall has also become an eyesore, it is of note that several measures have been embarked upon by concerned individuals and bodies at various times. Such efforts, however, have only served as palliatives compared to the humongous challenges currently bedeviling the college.
We have had assistance from external bodies. For example, the Usogun Dynamic Youth. I know last year when I came in, they took it upon themselves to hire people to help us clear the forest that was surrounding us. And then we have a specific sets of the Old Boys Association or Old Students Association coming to show love to the students. I think the very first set of the school, they enrolled for about 12 students in SS3 who couldn't enroll for their exams. And different sets have been coming with teaching and learning materials.
So our things have been vandalized. We do call on vigilante. And the vigilante have been trying to do one or two things, but we still need government attention or the public attention, whatsoever that can come to rescue.
Members of the 1995 set of the school, who are currently at the vanguard to effect a positive impact on the academic environment, had in 2017 renovated a block of classrooms and was inaugurated by the state's Commissioner for Budget and Planning at the time. They, however, opined that their intervention in this drive was necessitated by the fact that the school, which made them to be what they are today in the society, cannot be left to go down the drain.
When we were there was a hostel that was functional. The buildings were functional, beautiful. We had fields where students could play at, but now it's been overgrown by weeds. So government can do a whole lot for the school if they invest in it, bring it back to its past glory, and most students, once again, leaving primary school, would embrace going to Auchi College, Auchi as their choice.
Back in the days when we were students, that school was a glorious place, a place everyone would want to reckon with. But here we find ourselves. The reason why we embark on this is to draw the attention of the government as well as the indigenes of this community and well-loving Nigerians. So I would want us to really look into it and see how the school can be revived.
People have acquired all the properties around. So if the government can come into the school, at least they can still help us to revive those places, bring back the landmarks of the school, to acquire all those property the people have encroached into. They can help us bring them back, make the school a standard one again.
Auchi College, Auchi, as of date, has 150 students in the senior secondary school with 3 government teachers, 5 from Edo State, and 4 community-sponsored teachers to man this number of students, while the junior secondary school section with 120 students has a total number of 9 teachers, including those of government, Edo State, and the community. It is hoped that the ongoing measures in place will yield positive results towards salvaging the dwindling image of the school.